A little over 3 years ago, I put my daughter in daycare. She was 6 months old and I had to go back to work. Now, obviously we know work shift is usually about 8 hours or more. So I felt really guilty about having her there for so long. I was a manager at a pharmacy and I would have to drop her off around 7 so I can get to the pharmacy and start working about 7:30. As manager, I would stay for many hours sometimes and I may not be able to pick her up until 4:30 or 5. I was so guilty about the amount of time she was at daycare. So guilty. I felt bad. Like I would sometimes go into work late because I didn't want to take her as early as I had to. And it was something that kind of faded away over time because I really trust the school and the people there. And I mean, she thrived in school and loved being there. And then when my second daughter came, she started the same daycare, preschool, at 4 months in the 0-year-old class. I felt the same guilt, but not as much because they're there together. They're still there together now. And the 0-year-old teachers are very, they're very nurturing and very sweet. And then there's other babies there too. So she really likes to be around babies because of that experience. Mom guilt is very real and very, very common, but can be dangerous at times because we're very hard on ourselves. So mom guilt is when women feel inadequate or like they're failing because they can't be the perfect parent. They can't be there for their kids like they want to. They make unrealistic expectations for themselves that they can't meet, but they want to. Like I wanted to be with my babies more, but I have to work. So, it's an unrealistic expectation to expect myself to be able to stay home because I can't, because I pay for this house by myself. It comes from societal pressures. You see on Instagram and you see everywhere, especially celebrities, because I feel like celebrity moms are really publicized a lot, or influencer moms because that's their job. And it just seems like they're so perfect and they're making food and they're making crazy amounts of breast milk and they're doing everything for their kids, and they live in this beautiful lavish house and they have like 10 acres of yard and a wonderful husband. So society sometimes makes us feel like we should have all of that, while we have the kids. We may have self-doubt, like, can we do this? Are we doing the right thing? Can we give our kids what we want? Can we give them what they need? So we may have guilt over missed opportunities. Like the first time Oceans, my first daughter, started walking was at preschool, and they sent me a video. That wasn't a big thing of guilt for me per se, because I could see her beginning to walk, but it's still like a missed opportunity, and I bet there's women who miss all sorts of opportunities that they wish they can get back. Now, mom guilt is something that can really affect our mental health and really stress us out. Because it's like you want to give more than you can, even though you're giving all that you have right now. So mom guilt differs from normal concerns because we're guilty about a child we feel can rub off or affect our children and the people around us. And it can be very extreme. We may get on other people for doing certain things for our kids because we know what's right for our kids, and if someone else does something differently, we may feel guilty that we let them do that. Like if someone feeds them wrong or they cry for whatever reason, just like, if that was me, my baby would not have cried, my baby would have been fine. But since it wasn't me, oh my God, I feel so bad. Another major thing of mom guilt, which may not even affect other parts of our life, is perfectionism. We want to do everything perfect. We don't want to miss any moments. We want to get all the good pictures. We want to have the great parties. We want them to have all the happy moments. And sometimes it causes us to overparent. And overparenting causes us more stress because it's kind of like we are giving all of our thoughts and time, but in a negative way, to our children. We're thinking about all the ways we can stop something bad from happening, or we can, make sure that they have the best life ever. And we all want that, but it can be very difficult to obtain at times. Some of the long-term negative impacts of mom guilt is mental health, stress, anxiety, depression. These are long-term, these are dangerous for us because they help us to keep unneeded hormones up in our body, which can cause us to be sick, can increase stress on our heart, all sorts of negative health concerns. Another negative impact of mom guilt can be hypervigilance over our kids, like being overprotective and causing a strain in our relationship with them and our relationship with our partner, especially if they don't feel the same way we do. We want to be, like I said earlier, perfect. We want to make sure we show how much we love our kids. But this can be suffocating to them. Like, kids need to be independent. They need to go into the world and explore and play. Kids strive by play. And play is them being creative and just, being out there in the world and getting hurt if they have to, we have to let them. Yesterday there was my younger daughter, on the app for her school, it said that she had got a cut on her face. Now the cut is like a millimeter. Like, kids get hurt. Like, if she's not breaking any bones, if she's not getting any stitches, a little cut right here in her face. With babies have amazing skin. They have like that extra healing skin because it's so like new and fresh. Her dad was like, "Did you know she got hurt?" And I was just like, I see that little cut there. I'm not worried about it. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's just too much. I can only do so much. I can only worry about so much. I'm gonna worry about feeding her, housing her, making sure she's good, changing her diaper. Other than that, miss me, because I can't do it. If we want our kids to be independent, if we want them to be brave, we have to let go. We have to allow them to be who they are. We have to be able to let go of having some kind of control. Now, that doesn't mean let them run the household or act crazy, but let them explore and do what they need to do. If they want to get dirty, fine. Go get dirty. Just keep it outside. This also allows you, when you start trying to make sure everything is perfect, you don't really delegate. Like, you're worried that they're not going to do the right thing. Like, I have two babies' fathers. So my first daughter's father, we lived together for the first 2 years of her life. So I didn't monitor him with the baby or anything like that, but I knew what he was capable of and everything like that. And he's he's a confident person. So he was always confident, like holding her and taking care of her. He was never like a guy that was scared of a baby. And that made me feel good because I didn't have to worry about him dropping her or anything like that. And he was always really gentle with her. So when we stopped living together and we started splitting her 50-50, for the most part, I trusted him with her and how he would take care of her. I felt guilty. I still feel guilty sometimes. I want her to be here more than she's with him, but that is her father. And then they need to have a relationship, obviously. But I feel like she's a female, so as she grows into a little girl, I want her to be with mom, but I want her to be with dad as well. But when it comes to my second daughter, we never lived together. So as of now, she's a year. He's only taken her to his place 2 nights. It's supposed to happen again coming up, and it makes me nervous. It makes me nervous. The first night I cried. I really did cry. But I have to be able to delegate. I have to be able to let go at times for my own mental and for her, because she needs to be with her dad. It's very important that she has a good close relationship with him. And if she spends all her time with me, then she's not going to form that close relationship like she should. But yeah, we have mom guilt. We are moms. So what do? One of the ways of dealing with this, the only way, it just has a lot of things underneath it that you can add on or apply to your life, is self-compassion. Yes, be nice to ourselves, saying nice things to ourselves, loving ourselves. We need to believe that we deserve kindness and forgiveness if we mess up, as well as help. Help is very important, and we need to take it when we can get it. And thank God for my parents, because without them, I would not be as sane as I am now, probably. But I really thank them for everything, because they do a lot for these kids and for me when it comes to the support of taking care of them when I need them, when they need to be taken care of. They're both retired and they both love spending time with their grandkids, so it's so great. Let's talk about the difference between self-compassion and self-esteem, because they're very different and sometimes they're used interchangeably. So self-esteem is your overall evaluation of your worth as a person. It's about how much you like and value yourself. It is often tied to your achievements, your abilities, and external factors. So it's what you think about you. So self-compassion is treating yourself with kindness, understanding, acceptance, softness. I had to go talk to the gardeners, so my transition lenses are dark. I never thought I would get any until I got older, and I was like, this is the best thing ever. Oh, my baby's woken up. I gotta go get her. This is Zuri. Hi, Zuri. Hi, Zuri. Are you gonna let mommy finish? Okay, so let's talk about strategies for overcoming mom guilt. Because mom guilt is there, but it doesn't have to be as bad as some of us may have it to be. All right, so first we want to challenge negative thoughts. We could potentially do something that could hurt our children and that could last for a while. But, the odds of that, are low. Your kids are gonna know how much you love them and care for them. And when you hug them all the time and kiss them and love them all the time, they just start thriving from all of that. Where are you going? Where are you going? So challenge negative thoughts. You're not a bad mom. You're a busy mom. You're a mom who's trying to do all that she can do to give your kids everything that they could ever desire. Practice self-care. This is something that I need to do more of. Like massages. I love massages, but I rarely go and get them. Hey, I actually have a massage at Burke Williams on hold, but I haven't gotten it yet, and I just need to go and do that. But self-care can also be easier things. One thing that I started to do with self-care is using really thick, nice smelling lotion. Because I have never had dry skin, so I'm not a big lotion user. I don't like to feel sticky and oily. I've always used natural soap and not body wash, because I just don't like the feeling that it leaves on your body afterwards. But I started using lots of lotions and I actually really like it. And I'm just making sure that now that I'm getting older that I'm super moisturized. So that's my self-care daily that I make sure to do. Also, I'm going to Palm Springs with my girlfriend in a couple of weeks. And Palm Springs, if you've never been, it's a super just relaxing place. It's full of heat. And hey you baby, it's full of heat, dry heat, and pools, and nice hotels and restaurants, and it's gonna be amazing, and I can't wait. When I think about self-care, I also think about traveling, because I love to travel. But when I think about traveling with these girls, that's not really a self-care moment for me. So I don't know. I look forward to a time that I can travel with them, but maybe with a little bit of help. We need to set realistic expectations. Our life is our life. We have to do what is needed, in order to survive and do the best for our kids. Today, it's a little after 8 a.m. The only reason why I'm not on my way to work is because she has a pediatrician appointment at 10. And that's the only reason why we're home. So we have to start getting ready soon. Huh, baby? No, baby. No, baby. Hi, baby. Say bye-bye. You say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, no, I'm not really going. I just love it. It's so cute when she waves. Of course, she wants my computer. You have all of these things to play with around here, and you just want my computer? Here, you can have your monitor, because you're not in bed anymore. I cannot make them gourmet meals when I get home from work. I want to, but that's just not an expectation that I can give myself, because I can't. Maybe maybe I can, but I would need someone to watch the girls. They're in there, Ocean's in there asking me, 25 questions while I'm trying to make a meal, talking about, all right, Mom, is it done yet? Mom, is it done yet? I'm hungry. Mom, is it done yet? And I'm just like, whoa, not sure how Nara Smith is doing all that, but I know she has a team of people helping her. People act like her and her husband do it all themselves. There ain't no way in the world. They have a whole team. There's just no way. You like that? I'm sorry, I'm just messing with your hair. I'm just messing with your little afro. Connect with other moms. I had sushi with one of my mom friends the other day, which was good for me because I don't have a lot of mom friends. And it just felt good. It really did. At my school, there are a lot of moms. I haven't really connected with many of them though. Not sure why, no real reason. But I would like to have more mom friends and be in more mom groups and things like that. But I feel like, since I'm, working on expanding my life through social media and everything and with the kids and with my job, it's just like a lot. Also, if you're breaking down, if you can't really live your own life and to take care of your kids, seek professional help. There's nothing wrong with, going to therapy or having a coach, someone to just help you and, push you, give you coping mechanisms, and just help you along your journey. It's still going to be a lot of, self-discovery and work, but sometimes you just need to be directed in the right direction. So today, when you're doing what you need to do for your kids, or you're working, tell yourself you're a great mom. And tell yourself, I got this, even though it's hard. And I suffer sometimes, but it's normal, and that's okay. I mean, if we never suffered, that would be crazy. Like, there would be something majorly wrong with you if you never suffered. This is Dr. Chandra Smallwood. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Please subscribe, like, share, all the stuff. Have an amazing day.